let's try this again. Hopefully I've got the camera set up right. Still new at this camera business, so you'll have to forgive me if I mess anything up or it becomes difficult to see. I think I've got it this time though. I tried a little shoot before and it didn't work quite well. Okay, so I've had a lot of requests from different friends of mine and everything else to go over this lumbar pack that I've got here. It's the Sabercat, Maxpedition Sabercat. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not the best public speaker. I just want to go over some of the things that I know and kind of impart them to other people, and you might have to deal with some stuttering along the way. It's a family thing. I think my grandfather stuttered too. My great-grandfather, I think he had a stuttering problem. I think I was told that. But mine's not near as bad as his, I don't believe. Alright. Now, the first things first, this was a compression pack for a snug pack sleeping system. And my dog, I got a puppy, and it just decided that it wanted to have at the snug pack. So anyway, I've still got the compression pack, and I use it to hold a poncho liner, which actually, it turns out the poncho liner works better than the snug pack did. I'm going to lay this out so we can see what I'm doing here a little better. This is a baton. It's a piece of cherry. I carry a baton with me, about that long. Some people carry them longer, shorter. I don't know. That's good enough for me. It gets the job done. I like a nice hardwood. Softer woods, a baton out of softer wood is going to fall apart on you a lot faster, and you don't want that. So I'll go ahead and throw that compression pack over there. Okay, let's try this shoot again. The last shoot didn't take. Had the camera adjusted wrong, so hopefully you'll see everything as I'm talking about it now. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna go over the sleeping system. This is a Chinook tarp. They're pretty large. They're made out of a really light material though, so they pack down pretty small. But they are not impervious to damage. Okay, so you got to be kind of fragile. You got to be a little delicate with them. So you're not going to want to haul an animal out of the woods on it or anything like that. But they keep the rain and snow off of you, and that's what matters. I got an Eno double nest hammock, and with the two of those, you're doing all right. Let's see, and I'm just going to go from left to right on the pack this time, and I'll go into this pouch here. I've got a little cold steel beaver tail for a little, around the camp work, and a secondary knife. And you can even baton small pieces of wood with this. I've done that. I wouldn't recommend it though. I mean, it's super thin, so do that at your risk, your own risk. It's got a woven 550 cord lanyard on it that I put on there. That's a cobra weave. Oh yeah, it's got a little duct tape down in there, and some bands cut out of bicycle tube, colloquially known as Ranger bands. This is a I don't know, a little Tupperware thing I just found keeping my eyes open, and it was amongst some junk. Cleaned it out, put in some cut cotton balls soaked in alcohol and petroleum jelly. If you're in dire need of fire, that's where it's at. That'll get you fire. I've got a Goal Zero Guide 10 battery charger here. I'm gonna have to swap that one out. That one doesn't work all that well. It got exposed to water. That happens. Okay, let's see here. I guess I'll go in through the top. This is my cat. Get out of here, cat. No, I didn't hit the cat. I tapped the ground. Well, I wouldn't want to hit that cat. That cat's scary. He weighs like 25 pounds. Okay, I've got a platypus bag here. 3-liter platypus bag. It rolls up real tight. I prefer the platypus bag to the camelbacks because they don't have that weird lid, and they're modular. All these pieces, they clip apart pretty easily. Note I said pretty easily. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Saw your water filter. It's good up to, I think I read 1 million gallons. I remember it being way more than I'm going to drink out of this pack, most likely. It's the rest of the tubing, and I think it's really important to get a mouth cover. Just a couple bucks, and man, you don't want to be drinking off of that after it's been dragged around in the mud and stuff. I've been there, done that, and it's not something you want to do. Okay, let's see. Let's go from the outside in around the center area. I hope we can see all this stuff. Okay, this is a little Maxpedition barnacle pack. This pouch over here was a 511 pack. I don't know which one it was. I don't normally buy a lot of 511 stuff, but it fit the purpose, it fit the need, so I snatched it up. Okay, it got a tampon. I think those are really important to carry because they're a good source of fire, filtration, and if you have a puncture wound or anything, you can just stick that right in, and they have an easy time pulling them out at the on the operating table if it comes to that. Hopefully, we'll be safe enough not to ever do that, but you never know. Got a pair of nitrile gloves, heavy-duty nitrile gloves. Those are not to use on a person. They are not sterile. Those are for dressing game and that sort of thing if you happen to run into it. You don't want to be handling wildlife, the innards of wildlife without, or wildlife at all without some sort of protection. I don't really recommend handling it live at all. But, with all the diseases that can be contracted through scrapes and cuts on your hand and whatnot, you want gloves when you're doing that. Toothbrush, sawed-off toothbrush, toothpaste, straps for the hammock over here. Let's see. I don't see anything else in the pouch. I think that's all of it. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of go from the front here. Okay, I've got a Kaminga compass. If you need a compass, don't cheap out on one. Get a good, sturdy, heavy-duty compass with a low error rate. You don't want one that's off a few degrees, because over time that can make you off by miles. And that's not where you want to be. I don't really need it around here. I just kind of keep it. I don't know why. It's just there. Around here it's pretty easy to tell which way is north. The sun's pretty well always visible. Even on cloudy days you can kind of get an idea where it's at. But if you're going longer distances and need a more accurate reading, that's that. Or trying to find a specific spot that's, kind of eluding you. Okay, this pouch is in my EDC pouch a lot of the time. It kind of moves from bag to bag. Let's see. I've got my Right in the Rain pad and Hunter scorecard to keep up with anything that I may catch. I have no luck. I see all sorts of stuff when I don't take a firearm, and then I take a firearm and or whatever, bow, whatever, and there's never anything out there. That's how that works. I kind of wonder if they don't smell. I kind of wonder if deer and stuff don't smell gun oil. Okay, sharpening stone, backup battery for my flashlight, magnesium brick with a little bit of ferrocerium on the back of it. That's not my main fire rod, but it works. I've got 2 Bic lighters, and there was the let's see, I want to go over this wire. I want to talk about this wire saw a lot. I've taken the O-rings off of it. It still has these little things, but they have the kind of key ring things on them, and I don't really recommend using those. I don't really recommend using this with your hands. I know that's the way that you're shown to use them, but it's much better to make a bow saw out of it. I'll do a separate video on that. Every time I've seen somebody try to use them with their hands, they almost always break. The wire gets bound up inside whatever you're cutting, and it wants to harden and break in two. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we'll get I'll go ahead and pull this. I've got a Goal Zero solar charger here. Used to be cleaned off, but it'll work. That goes with the battery pack up there. I'll save the food for in a minute. I'll try to do all that at once. I've got a mosquito pouch here. Don't really want to take this thing off, but you get the idea. I'm gonna leave it there. It's kind of a pain to put back up. So I've got a little drop pouch here. It's Maxpedition drop pouch. Yeah, almost everything on this bag is Maxpedition. I like to buy things that fit well, and the Maxpedition's products, they are made well, at least for now. You know, that could change. So if they get bought out or something, sell out, decide they want to start making cheaper products, let's hope that doesn't happen. I know they'll lose my services. Okay, inside the drop pouch, I don't know, got a little tin I found here, and I keep all my fire tinder in there. There's a lot of fire tinder in there. I like to gather my fire tinder before it's an emergency, not after. That's number one. No, sir. No. No, no, sir. Sorry. The beauties of single parenting. Okay. I carry this little bit of it's a sawed off little bit of a tin. I've knocked holes in it with a knife here around the edges and carved out a little door. It's not beautiful, it's not very professional. I don't care. It gets the job done. What you do is you build a little fire, a small fire, very small fire. I'm an advocate of building small fires because they don't consume as much material. The undergrowth can regrow, and you're not destroying the environment for other people. Big fires are nice once in a blue moon, but really, you know, try to keep it to a minimum. That way everything can regrow and everybody can enjoy being out there. Now in an emergency I'll do whatever, but you know, most of the time it's not. But anyway, you build a little fire around this, you rake the coals back in there, and you set, say, you know, your canteen or whatever on top, and boil water, cook, do whatever you got to do. It's very lightweight. Doesn't cost much of a weight penalty at all. It's really handy. Another thing you can do with it, if you're not particular, and I'm not at all, is to take your cook cup, and you can put your cook cup right down and directly into a small fire like that, or you know, your morning after campfire coals, or whatever you do, whatever heat source you decide to use, and just cap it like that, and use it as a lid. So let's get that stuff out of the way over here. Okay, now let's see. Moist towelettes, like the one and done moist towelettes, they are wonderful. There's nothing worse than getting out there and getting diarrhea and having nothing but a little bit of dry toilet paper that doesn't get the job done. It's terrible. No, people don't want to hear about that, but it's something that's got to be in there. Let's see here. Got a little cheap cooking grate that I picked up from Walmart. I think like $2 or $3. It had a big handle to go off of it, so you could just kind of clamp. There's another one of these, and you just kind of clamp them together, and they close up, and you can hold them over the fire and cook or whatever. You know, throw a steak on it. And, man, that works better than a grill if you know you're just cooking for 1 or 2 people. To cook on wood like that, wood tastes so much better than charcoal. I like charcoal too. Propane can, whatever. I don't care about propane, but anyway, I digress. This grate works really well if you know you're bringing in fresh meat, or even if you happen to catch something, you can just throw it on that grill. What I do, I use I'll use a stick. You know, give me like a kind of a greener stick, and just run it down here, and it holds the grill up, so I don't have to have that big long handle on it. You can get 2 of them if you need more stability, if you're cooking something that weighs a little more or whatever. Throw that out there. Okay. Got some summer sausage. Stuff keeps forever. Everybody knows about summer sausage. Good stuff. Some yellow rice. You slice those to slice the summer sausage up. Throw it in the yellow rice. Boil it up. It's wonderful, wonderful stuff. And I can and have lived for a couple days on that stuff. Hot chocolate, again, to kind of break up the monotony of water. I like to carry I don't have any in there right now, but I like to carry those Mott's apple juice packets to kind of reestablish some vitamin C and whatnot, and give the water a little bit of flavor. Because, you know, if you're out there and you're having to drink so much water, you know, sometimes up to 1 liter an hour, you need to break up the monotony of that to give it a little bit of flavor. A, you'll wash your electrolytes out, and B, you just get so sick of it, you know, just the taste of water, everything you drink. Got a little bit of oatmeal in there. Let's see, 3 packets of oatmeal, I believe, yeah. And that right there is enough. I can eat off that for a few days if I have to. And there's more space in here. If I wanted to pack, you know, a steak or whatever, I can manage that. Okay, there's nothing in that pouch. I think that's pretty well got it. Oh yeah, I got these. I got a little packet of salt that I've sealed off in a straw, and a little packet of cayenne pepper here. And I'll show how to make these in a different video. They're kind of an older trick, and there's probably a few videos out there anyway on them, but they're nifty. It beats the crap out of trying to get a little container to carry it in. Tried that for a while, and they're a little more reliable in that regard too, and they're waterproof for the, you know, as waterproof as they need to be, really. This bag's been through a lot of water, so okay. Well, that's about got it. I've got a pretty good picture of this already, and I'll take this and I'll post a picture with all this stuff spread out and label it on the Facebook page at Coyote Tracks. And I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. A lot of this stuff, I know that it's like, you know, how do you use some of this stuff, and I'll do a video using each bit of material. I'm gonna put up a couple other videos showing, you know, my EDC kit and what I carry. I know there's probably a lot of people going, you're missing a lot of stuff, and a lot of really important stuff, and that's because the most important things are directly on my person. There's a little bit of redundancy built in, but the way that I build my pack, all the amenities, all the things that I really don't need, they're spaced further away from my body, because you don't know when you're going to get separated from your pack, and the most important things need to be right on you. I've had to drop my pack before, and that is if you do not set it up this way, it's a spooky thing to be with that, you know, to have your pack laying somewhere and you nowhere near it, and not know if you're going to be able to get back to it or whatever. So I try to build, I try to build the most important things as close to my body as possible, and then work my way out with the less important items. So this is just all the amenities, the things that make life a little easier, not necessarily anything that I absolutely have to have. I'm gonna do a couple of videos on batoning and all sorts of stuff. So just you know, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you'll pick up a thing or two. There's plenty of videos out there. I'm not the only one doing this. I've learned a lot from YouTube, so you'll probably see some of the things I've picked up there, but I've learned a lot, you know, just in life too, so you probably find more than a few things you won't find anywhere else on YouTube, I'll bet. And I'm pretty ingenious on my own, so alright, well, I hope this has been educational, and you know, be safe out there. This does not include the first aid kit. I carry a trauma pack that's totally separate to that. I'm going to do a video for the first aid kit and the EDC, so, you know, like I said, subscribe and you can pick up on that. Alright, well, for my first video, I hope this was halfway decent, and we will hopefully catch you in the next video.